see you.
Oh,
Lovely
it
to
smells
see you.
so good.
Yeah, do you like that? I've just been sort of cooking down a few onions there. Now, have you ever heard of that sort of wonderful dish, the tartare? Have you heard of?
Of course I have.
Yeah?
Apple tartare for dessert.
It's
I
a
love
classic
that.
sort of French dish, isn't
Oh,
it?
absolutely.
And they cook the apples upside down, all the sugar and the butter.
And the crust.
Oh, darling, oh. Well, I've done a little sort of twist on it. I've done with onions, which is really nice. So we're going to be cooking that in a minute. You're looking forward to that?
I am, I am.
Bit of excitement.
Very exciting.
Oh,
It smells so good, you have no idea.
I know. But I tell you, you talk about, I've been in the kitchen for a long time now, and I like the idea, but you've been doing this, your soap now, what is it, seven seasons?
7 years, yeah.
7 years.
We don't have seasons on soaps. We work 50 weeks a year, so we're all year long.
Oh, it's just full on then, the whole time.
Full on, yeah.
What was it like? Can you remember way back, Alison, when you first started?
I actually have a very memorable experience. That first day I did my screen test, and I'd watched the show. I was a big Days fan before I screen tested and got the part. So I went in there, and I had the biggest crush on Patrick Muldoon, who played Austin Reed at the time. So I go in there, and I'm like doing the screen test with him, and they introduced me, and I turned beet red with like this heavy makeup on, and I just was so embarrassed. And I was 16 years old, had the biggest crush on the stud of the show, and it was just so embarrassing. But he was the nicest guy, and everyone.
You got the job.
And I got the job. I guess they were impressed with my realism.
And yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of nice.
Yeah, well, they were so
showing your vulnerability.
Exactly,
stage,
exactly.
And getting over it. Have you still got a crush now, or has that all sort of been put to bed?
Well, I think, you see someone at 6 o'clock.
Put to bed? What am I like? Has it been put to bed?
Well, I was going to just skip that part.
I know you were. Whoops. Whoops.
You see someone at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then that night at like midnight or 1, and you learn a little bit too much about them.
Yeah, sure. Hey, let's do a little bit of cooking now. I've got an apron here for you. Now, isn't it fine that this kind of matches up so beautifully?
Oh, I know, it
the
does.
kind of yellow there.
Whole ensemble.
Oh, that's it. Oh, time to get cooking with me, oh yeah. It's time to get cooking with Ainsley. It's time to get cooking with me, bum, bum, bum. It's time to get cooking with Ainsley. Oh, let's talk in the kitchen, just see. Oh, fun, yeah, all right, here we are. Now we are.
Your apron matches too.
I know, absolutely. I wanted to kind of match up with your top there. That's wonderful. I haven't got little sort of roses or anything like that on it. That doesn't matter.
Springy, kind of thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I've got a nice pan. Are you familiar with food, really?
I am. Actually, I was just learning. I am engaged and married, and I've learned to cook for myself and my fiance. It's something to cook for someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So since we've been together, I've been learning to cook, and for health reasons, I've been learning to cook and get used to it. I love cooking. I'm having so much fun.
Is it good fun?
It is.
And did he sort of encourage you?
Oh, we have a great deal. I cook and he cleans up.
Hey, that's a secret. We like that, don't we, girls? Hey, yes. There you go.
And he understands all about complimenting my effort. He loves me cooking.
Do you know, I say all the time, Alison, I say to people constantly that it's one area that you can get compliments practically every day.
Right?
Because you're cooking something, you're putting... And when do you get that? When do people, that's so nice.
Yeah.
And doesn't it lift your spirit?
It totally does.
It makes you feel so
it makes,
positive.
like, hours of work worthwhile just to have someone, like, clean their plate, you know? You just love that.
I know. When they leave an empty plate, so, oh, my man.
Right?
That's my man. There'll be a little drizzle, a little stylish drizzle of oil.
Woo! Oh,
that's it. No, that's fine. Absolutely fine. And if you'd like to put a little bit of butter in there.
Okay. Like a little pad?
Yeah, about that. There's so much there. I'm just going to melt that down. That's beautiful. I'm just going to chop up a few of the... we've got some nice red onion here.
How do you not cry when you're chopping onions?
Well, there's various things, We've had lots of viewers, we've had lots of fun on the show about that very same subject. Some people say, take your head, pop it into your freezer.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as you feel it coming on, you pop your head into the... It does, it works! What are they like? It's true, isn't it? You've been watching. There, look, I'll show you, look, there we are.
Wow, it's all better now.
No tears. And otherwise, there's, inevitable, you can chew on different things. Some people say chew on a bit of parsley, or you can put goggles on, or, glasses, that type of thing.
Okay.
So that helps a little bit, doesn't it?
you know, tears just don't taste quite as good in your onions,
No, they
right?
don't. All right, we are. Here we are. There's some onions here. You want to sprinkle those in there for me? I was just showing the people how you sliced it up. Don't forget, guys, you do take out the wedge. There's the wedge at the back there, how you take out the onion, and all of it separates. I've showed you that time and time again, and it really does make a difference. There we are. Just sprinkle that in. There we are. You just hold the bowl and give it the kind of, the Sweeney shake. Yeah, shake it, Sweeney, shake it. Shake it, Sweeney, shake it. Oh, shake it, Sweeney, shake it. Oh, shake my onions about. Oh, it's no good trying to clap and shout. Shake my onions about. And when you see that Sweeney girl grab my bowl, there ain't absolutely no doubt. She twists it, she flips it, and shakes it all about. Whoa, shake it, Sweeney, shake it. I shake those onions about, boy. Shake it, Sweeney, shake it. I shake those onions about. Don't forget those herbs, baby. A little bit of sugar, too. Let them cook on down so the caramelization comes riding on through. Yeah. Woo, all right, that's it. That's it. A little bit of Easter shaking going on there. That's very nice.
You threw me off with the brown sugar there.
Yeah,
wow.
Brown sugar goes in there, and that not only helps, not only does it add additional sweetness, but it also helps to caramelize it. It brings the whole thing.
Because red onions are sweeter than, like, brown or white onions.
Yeah, you can get some white onions. We had Produce Pete on the programme not too long ago talking about onions, and some of them are sweet. You know, it's like eating an apple almost. So they vary. That was a white onion. So it really is just having you know, worth checking out. They are slightly sweet. I think the fact that they're red implies that there's a little bit, a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah,
now we're just frying that down. Now we're talking here about anywhere between 5 to 8 minutes until they really cook down, yeah. And then we're going to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Would you like to do that? Now what I normally do is I put my thumb on the top like this. You see? Can we get a close up of that, guys? Can you see my thumb going on the top there like that? Here we are.
Kids, don't try this.
There it is. You can see. So you can then lift off the thumb, your thumb slightly, and I love when it makes that noise. Go on then.
How do I get that at home?
That's it. Shake it.
Well, my thumb's not big enough.
That's it. Oh, well, you won't need to move it then. You can just come out. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, yeah, the Sweeney shake. That's fantastic. Hey, guys, we're going to get on now. We're going to be making the pastry to go on top of our beautiful caramelized onions. And all that's going to happen with the beautiful Alison Sweeney when we come back. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Whee! Welcome back, everybody. I'm here in the kitchen with the charming Alison Sweeney of Days of Our Lives. Now, we've just been cooking down our onions there, haven't we, Alison? And we sweated that down beautifully with a little bit of butter and oil there. We put our fresh herbs in there with some thyme and rosemary. A little bit of sugar, brown sugar, just help the caramelization. And, of course, the balsamic vinegar, which also helps to sort of caramelize the onions and keep them lovely and brown. All right, and then we're just going to make up a very, very simple pastry, guys. Nothing could be simpler. Here we are. I've got here. Oh, there we are. Whatever you've got, whatever flour you use, it's half the quantity of butter to flour, okay? So you just sprinkle that in for me. I have to sprinkle that into my bowl.
You have to make it fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very important to make that fun. There's butter. You can just break that up. And don't be frightened to take it out of the fridge and cut it up. There's nothing wrong with that at all, because you get that kind of breadcrumby stage when you blitz it inside the food process.